Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here. So throughout the Forza Horizon series, we have seen a huge portion of our favorite car manufacturers appearing in every single Horizon title, to the point where we don't even ask whether or not these car manufacturers will be featured in the next Forza title, as it's pretty much a guarantee. However, with that said though, there has been certain car brands that were once featured in the Forza Horizon series and are now no longer a part of the franchise. The most notable car manufacturer shockingly missing in Forza Horizon 5 is of course Alfa Romeo. Now for those who do not know, Alfa Romeo is owned by a parent company known as Stellantis, who at this very moment has a portfolio of 22 car brands operating under their name. Some manufacturers include Abarth, Fiat, Lancia, which are all car brands that were featured back in Forza Horizon 4 but gone from existence in Horizon 5. But where things don't kind of make sense to players like us is that Stellantis also owns Maserati, Jeep, Peugeot, Vauxhall, which were not only brands that were featured in Horizon 4, but are all currently in Horizon 5 too. Now, the reason why the omission of Alfa Romeo specifically has been such a big topic for speculation is because one, it's a manufacturer that most people know whether or not you are a car enthusiast. Two, Alfa Romeo has been featured in every single Forza title since its inception, so to not see such a major car brand not included in such a huge racing game, given the history between the two, is certainly perplexing to say the least. And three, why is it only a select group of Stellantis owned manufacturers that aren't featured in Forza Horizon 5? Now, I know some of you watching are saying, well, it's obviously a licensing issue, and yes, I am well aware that it is a licensing issue, but what is the reason behind for Stellantis, along with Alfa Romeo, Lancia, and the selected others, for not granting Playground Games and Turn 10 a license to feature their cars in Forza? The biggest theory at the moment that I've seen on Reddit is that during the development phase of Forza Horizon 5, the Italian branch of Stellantis was going through a restructuring phase when Forza Horizon 5 was releasing, therefore was not able to finalize a licensing agreement between the two parties, hence why Alfa Romeo, Lancia, Abarth, Fiat, and a few more car brands are missing in the final game. We did, however, see Playground Games feature Lancia a few times throughout some pre-release Horizon 5 content right here on YouTube, including some footage of the team going out and recording car sounds off from a Lancia Stratos, along with actual early in-game footage of the Stratos accelerating to show off Horizon 5's new car audio, meaning that Playground Games most certainly had plans to feature all of these car manufacturers in Horizon 5, but right near as the game was about to release, the theory of Stellantis' major company restructure of the Italian branch obviously prevented the car brands from being featured. But what about Maserati? They are owned by Stellantis too, and they are Italian, and more importantly, they are featured in Forza Horizon 5. So you can kind of see why I'm so baffled about the entire situation. One thing to note though is that all these speculations were made right around the launch of Forza Horizon 5. It's now been a year and a half later and still, no sign of these car manufacturers ever returning. I think the community, including myself, were hoping that this was kind of like the Mitsubishi situation where Forza Horizon 4 launched without Mitsubishi due to some licensing dispute, and again, much like Alfa Romeo, Mitsubishi was a car manufacturer that's been in the Forza series since the very beginning, but just a few months later, everything was solved and a Mitsubishi car pack was released to everyone. Even with Toyota, my goodness, I nearly forgot about the whole debacle with that as well. Forza Horizon 4 also launched with no real production Toyotas, because at that time, they didn't want to promote illegal street racing. Yes, that was a true thing. So aside from Gran Turismo, games like Forza and Need for Speed couldn't have cars like the Toyota Supra or the AE86 anymore. But thankfully, around a year and a half later, Toyota did decide to drop that silly reason, and Playground Games was once again allowed to have Toyota back in the Horizon game. But with Alfa Romeo and the rest, nothing so far. I do find it very interesting that Gran Turismo 7 has Alfa Romeo in their game. Now, an argument could be made that perhaps Polyphony Digital was able to secure a license before the brand restructuring, which is a possibility as Gran Turismo 7 was in development for a very long time. But what about Need for Speed Unbound? They also got Alfa Romeo in their game too, so was a licensing agreement made after the brand was all restructured? I mean, that could also be a possibility. I definitely do not think that there is some exclusive licensing going on here, but at this point, Alfa Romeo, Lancia, Abarth, and Fiat not being in Forza Horizon 5 has nothing to really do with the restructuring of Stellantis anymore. Now, this is just my opinion and I could be very wrong here, but I believe at this very moment, if Playground Games and Turn 10 really wanted to bring Alfa Romeo and the rest back, providing they have not upset anyone or burnt any bridges, they most certainly could. But they just haven't, which is a shame because since Horizon 4, there has been some cool cars that I would have loved to have seen featured in Horizon 5. Cars like the Alfa Romeo Giulia GTA M would be so cool to have, or even the possibility of thinking that maybe the 2023 Alfa Romeo Giulia SWB Zagato. I mean, my goodness, what a lovely looking machine. And as Jeremy Clarkson once said, you're not a true car enthusiast until you've owned an Alfa Romeo. So Playground Games, if you are watching, please give us these amazing car brands back. And with Expansion 2 Rally Adventure, do you know how much of a void there was to not have Lancia in the game, knowing full well how appropriate any of those cars would have been for some of the technical roads in Sierra Nueva? Now, I know I have spoken about the missing Alphas and Lancias in Forza Horizon 5 in some of my previous videos, but I felt as though it needed a dedicated video on its own, and if you were to ask me if these manufacturers will ever return to Forza Horizon 5, look, I would love for them to, but I just don't think at this moment Playground Games will bring them back. Hopefully, I am wrong though, but what do you guys think? Will Alfa Romeo and the other car brands return? And if they don't, what could be the reason why? I would love to hear your opinions as I do read all of your comments, guys. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button as it really does help me out. And of course, if you guys would like to stay up to date with everything Forza Horizon 5 related, be sure to subscribe to my channel with notifications turned on, so that way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.